It's an issue tackled by Spokane voters in the 60s, the 80s, and most recently in 2000, adding fluoride to the city's drinking water to meet the state and federal recommended levels. Each time, voters said no, but that hasn't stopped a consensus of public health advocates for pushing for fluoridation.
And frankly, kids don't vote, so they don't have a say in it, and they're sort of inflicted with this dental problem that they don't have any control or very little control over.
You can't give me the right to be a human being. I'm wrong with that right. Now you can keep me from having that if you've got all the policemen and all the jobs on your side.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining me for another video. Here in the city of Spokane, there's an issue recently with them trying to force fluoride into our drinking water. So it's become a pretty hot topic because they're trying to push it through with an emergency measure. So I've joined a group on Facebook that's trying to combat it, and they were asking about some different ways to do public records requests. So since I know how to do it, I thought I'd offer my help. I also told them I'd make a video about it, so everybody, not just my regular subscribers, but them and anybody else who watches this can see how to do a public records request. They're pretty simple, so I'm just going to start from the very beginning here. So what we have, I just went to my search engine. I used DuckDuckGo, just typed in public records request in the search bar. So right down here, the third one is the actual city's website, myspokanecity.org. You can see administrative and then public records. So we're just going to go ahead and click on the link. Go ahead and read through this. I'm not going to do that for this video. Click on submit a request, and it's going to open up a new page to take you where you can create an account. Now I already have an account, so it's going to be a little bit different for me, but all you need to create an account is a contact information. They can't, in the state of Washington, they can't require more than just contact, a way to get back with you. If you want to give them your name or an organization, that's up to you. Just keep in mind, anything you submit with this public records request now becomes part of the public record. Protect your privacy, especially when you're going up against the government. That's all I would say. So what we're going to do is submit a new public records request. You can see there's different links to different things you want to do: court records, police records, City of Spokane, fire and EMS. Obviously we want City of Spokane. Okay, so yeah, here's the login. If you need to create an account, just go to this page. You can see it has a form to fill out. See, the only things that are required are an email address and a password. The rest is optional. I've already done that, so we're not going to do that. I'll just go ahead and sign in. So the form comes up, and you can see the city just has a description of what you're doing. Our email is already in there. So what we're going to do here, here's the different records that can be requested. So administrative, budget, building and planning, other. So I'm not really sure what this falls under, so we're just going to click other. Oh no, here we go, city council, my bad. All right, so if you want to fill this stuff out, you can. It really doesn't matter. So date range, what we're looking for is, I'm doing this public records request. We want to start in July, so we're going to do July 1st of 2020. And then we're going to go through today. Today's date is September 1st of 2020. So the records that we are requesting, just what I'm saying is any emails or text messages, other recorded digital communications sent or received by Councilman Brianne Beggs between the dates of July 1st, 2020 and September 1st, 2020, originating from any city-issued devices and or any personal devices used while conducting business as a city council member, containing the following terms anywhere within the communications. They think that those might be hidden, might not be able to be viewed by the public because it's a personal device, but anything they do while they're conducting business as a public official is a public record. So you can request text messages, browsing history of their personal devices. So that's why I included that personal devices in there. I will say I might get some pushback on that. We'll see when I get a response from them. So what are we searching for? Let me go ahead and get that copied and pasted. So the terms in any of those communications that we're searching for are fluoride, fluoridation, water supply, Arcora, Delta Dental, Dr. Sledge, or James Sledge. Just give you a quick explanation of those. Fluoride, fluoridation. Obviously, we're looking into why they want to fluoridate our water, even though the voters have repeatedly turned it down in this area. Water supply, that's just a term that they might have used in some where they didn't include fluoride or anything like that. Arcora and Delta Dental seem to be pushing this, and I read in an article that Dr. Sledge, he's a retired dentist who works with the Spokane Regional Health District. He's kind of one of the ones that started this push along with the emergency declaration for from coronavirus. So that's why I included his name in there. So the shorter and the smaller you keep these, the quicker you'll get a response and actually get the records. I'm asking for 2 months worth of messages. This might take a while to do this. They do have to give us a response within 5 days. Whether they're going to give us, okay, we need an extension to this date, or just give us the records, that's up to them. But they have to respond to this request within 5 days, telling us they received it and what they're going to do with it, what a time frame is. So just to move down here, electronic records, yes, we'd want them sent electronically. That way they'll just be emailed to me, or a link to like a file will be emailed to me. Search terms, I like to include these in multiple places, so I included it in my description of what I'm requesting, but I'm also going to do it down here where the search terms box is. Preferred method to receive the records. Yeah, so that's, I guess I was saying earlier, we're looking for electronic records. The preferred method, we do want to receive these via the Electronic Records Center, especially right now. The offices are closed, so the only way they can do it is to mail it, which incurs a bunch of extra expenses. Then here we just have to agree to their terms here, which basically saying you're not going to use these for commercial purposes, you're not going to sell them, things like that. That's what that is. Then it goes over the RCW. You'll want to go ahead and, educate yourself on the RCW regarding public records in Washington State. It's 42.56.520. So anyways, we have all that. If we need to attach a file or anything like that, there's a place down here where you can attach a file. We don't need to do that, so we're just going to make sure we have everything else filled out here. I don't like to leave anything left blank, so I am just going to go ahead and make sure so we have it all. Click submit here. It should give us like a reference number as soon as this goes through. Yeah, so here we have a reference number. Of course, the end of it is today's date. So C000835090120. So that's the date we submitted it. So it's really as simple as that. I'll also get an email to my email that's provided here, newsnownorthwest@gmail.com. I'll get an email confirming that they received this request, and like I said, within 5 days I should get a response from the city either telling me what date they'll have this, or at least giving it themselves an extension. I think they can do it for like up to 10 days for when they're going to respond as far as what date they'll have this available. I hope you guys got something from this. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave me a comment with your thoughts on either the issue of putting fluoride in the water or doing a public records request in your community somewhere. Have a great day. Thanks for supporting my channel and work. Links to all the platforms you can find questionable authority on are in the description below. And there's lots of ways to help me grow and dedicate more time to this channel. Of course, links to PayPal, Dash, Bitcoin, and others are listed. But you don't have to part with your capital to support me. There are ways like downloading the privacy-minded Brave browser using my link below and using it for 30 days, or sign up for a new Hive or Steam account and earn cryptocurrency for yourself for doing what you already do on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and at the same time, I'll earn crypto for your upvotes and comments.